Hello, Glenn. I just thought after today's class that go back over some of the difficult ones that you had from last week's homework. I'll just send you off a short video to show you how to do them, just a bit more revision on these. It might be easier than sending off all of the sheets. Okay, so I've picked out the four that I think probably proved a little bit difficult, and we just do those. So up on the top here we have number 4, and I'll just go through that with you. So I've got the expression written out here, and I'm going to rewrite it now, but this time we're going to put in the values that were given for x and y. Okay, so I need to get a pen to write that for, sorry about that. Okay, so we start off same as put the 3, the bracket. Now we've got x, and we know that's equal to 4. Put that into a bracket. Then plus is next, the 2. And instead of the y, now we're putting in the value, which is 6, and that goes into a bracket. And then you finish off by putting in the last bracket there. Move on then to plus 2 and a bracket. Inside that we have 3. Putting in the value for x here again, which we know is 4. Then we move on to the plus 6. And again, we're putting in the value for y, which we know is also 6. And then your last bracket. And you put all that into the calculator, exactly as it is there, making sure you include all of the brackets, you should get the answer of 144. So the whole trick in that, Glenn, really is just write it out properly, making sure you put all of the values that you're putting into brackets, and then also making sure you put into the calculator correctly as well. Okay, I'm going to move down to number 1, which is on the second half of the sheet. And I've written here, minus 3q plus 4p plus 2r. That's not a great r. And up here at the top, I've written in the values for those. So just going to rewrite this again by putting in the values that were given. So we start off with minus 3. Because we're putting in the value of q, which we know is equal to minus 1, put it into a bracket, minus 1. Then plus 4. Putting in the value for p, which we know is 2, and that goes into a bracket. We continue on then using the plus, and then we're putting in the value for r, which we know is 3. And again, putting that exactly into the calculator that is there, making sure you include all of the brackets, making sure you include the minuses as well, very important. Starting off there with a minus 3, and that should give you a value of 17. I know you got these right in class, in fairness, so just a bit more revision on those. The next one down then is p squared plus q squared plus r squared. So again, we're just going to rewrite this, and instead of putting in the p, q, and the r, we're going to put in the values. Okay, so we start off with p, which we know is equal to 2, and that goes in brackets. And then outside that we have our square. Plus, in this case, we have the q, which we know is equal to minus 1, and that's also squared. And then plus r, which we know is equal to 3, that goes in the bracket as well, and then the squared outside of that. And again, putting all that into the calculator, we should get 14. Okay, the last one then, a little bit more difficult because there was minuses, and then we had everything inside the bracket being squared. So again, just going to rewrite this again and again, putting in the values for s and b. So we start off with a bracket. We put another bracket inside, and we're going to put the value of s in there, which is minus 2. Put in our plus then, and we're putting in then the value for v, which we know is equal to minus 3. Okay, and then another bracket here to close off. So these are our two outside brackets, the original ones came in the sum. And then inside those we have the values we put in, and they're also in brackets. And again, putting all that into the calculator, sorry, most important, I forgot there, you have to put in the squared. And putting all that into the calculator, we should get 25. So the whole exercise there then really is to make sure that when you're putting in values, you put them into brackets, and you make sure then that you put all of the brackets into the calculator exactly as you have them written down, and that should work out the answer. So I hope that's helpful. Again, as I say, if you have any problems, you can give me a call, and I will talk to you next week. Thank you very much.